Welcome back, guys. So let's check on GJ now. So 1 day time frame. What's GJ telling us? We have. Let me minimize again. We have the market doing something of an uptrend, but it's kind of ranging. Uptrend, but not that uh, strong uptrend. We have something here. Like the price is struggling. Something forming like a range here. We have this range. This range. We have the fake breakout here and another breakout here, so we still don't know where the market is going to, so we can just adjust here, take this whole level, capture these guys here. But to be on the safe side, let's look at it this way. We have this fake out in both direction, up and down. So that's what the market is telling us in 1 day time frame. We're in the kind of a ranging market, and with the way we trade in the community, we often don't like trading ranging market. We wait for breakout. Okay, wait for a breakout. So I've seen this. So I go to a smaller time frame, like 4 hour. Within the 4 hour, what am I seeing in the 4 hour? 4 hour, 4 hour, 4 hour. You see have higher highs coming up in the market, and you see this low were respected. So we say expect price to push the upside. Same thing like GU. So see there was something like kind of a demand zone here that uh, price is respecting it. Price is respecting it already. Price is respecting it. So we still have to see that push the upside. So this is the last highs. This is the last high that happened before. So the demand zone is being respected. So this was where we had a change of character. Price tap into that demand zone, shooting to the upside. And you see there are some levels of imbalances here, that gaps that we might see price trying to fill. We might see price trying to fill this gap here. Um, so ain't too much to say about the 4 hour time frame about on GJ. So we just want to see what will happen along this range. Okay, so but it's a buy. But in case we just want to see how the market opens, so have on the 3 hour time frame have something here like a small double bottom to indicate that strong bulls are coming up in the market, and also here there's something here like a engulfing bullish engulfing candle. You can see bullish engulfing candle giving you strength that market might go up. So in case the market open, you might see a small drop to the downside again before go up. But without this low have not been taken out, so I still expect to have strong buys in the market. But I want to see how the market will open. Should the market opens and this and something like of this sort happens and this low is being taken out, okay, of course I'll expect a little push to the upside. Oh my god. I'll expect a little push to the upside, before I start to sell this market down. I start sell. So this low be taken out. I expect a little push to the upside to clear liquidity, maybe to tap on the gap here before dropping to the downside. So price might leave behind liquidity or an imbalance zone to fill. So I just want to see how this market will open come the Asian session, or how come the market open on Monday or Sunday or this evening. So I just want to see how the market will open before I do that. But as for now, I'm sitting on my hands. I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching this particular market to see. But if you can look at it, you see that no, the trend is about to change. But I don't want to go to the market. You see, there's a breakout. Respected, there's a breakout. But this low hasn't been taken out yet. Until this low is taken out, like a candle should close outside of this line. Okay, outside of this line. A candle should close outside here if I consider it's been violated for the trend to continue, because until this is taken, this is still an uptrend. Okay, this is still an uptrend. Price might be coming down here to tap here before coming up. So things you don't want to see. This high is taken out or this low is taken out. So for now, you just wait to see the magic what will happen on GJ. So note that on your journal and just wait to see what will happen on GJ. Now I check on pound card. here, which never triggered. So what I'll do is I'll remove that, and I go to the 1 day time frame to like see how how far what have been happening with. So you see, all the pound pairs have been falling lately, and you can see now there's a change of character, and also here you can see something here like a rising wedge here already. Okay, a rising wedge is coming up here, and you see the rejection here. So that's not really my concern. So I'll go down to the 4 hour time frame to see. So I've seen the downtrend and there's a change of character coming in place, because there's a downtrend. If you look one day time frame, you see there's a downtrend, and you see now there's something like a change of, almost forming like a change of character here, but it never did happen. So we see, consider to see more drops on this pound pair. You see, it was never taken. I had that momentum here, a momentum rejection here. So you see, we see expect to have more sales here because new lows have been forming up, and so price might fall right down here. So back to the 4 hour time frame. So with the 4 hour time frame come with Great British Pound card. I see what here. I had that break of structure, price respecting the previous high that was left here. So price tap into that zone. If you can look left, you see that price tap here, and it's now dropping to the downside. So you see now, instead, so you see there was something like a double top here, and you see, when you see a double top, like, or like an M pattern, you know that there's a downtrend coming in place here. So you see, I had that change of character here now. Price ranging here, of which it later on expanded to the downside, taking these lows. So you see price taking out lows in the market, taking out lows, giving out break of structure. Another low's been taken out here again. And now where we're here. So if you want to draw a trend line, you see that pound card is looking for to fall right down, talking of a lot of pips down there. So we have something here, we have something of this manner here. We have a drop of about, see, a lot of pips, man. It's about 800 pips. It's a lot of pips. So I go to the 3 hour time frame. Linda says, "Can you analyze gold at the end? I wish to step out for some minutes for a very important meeting. It's my first time here. I almost confess your analysis is phenomenal. I will get back." Okay, Linda, no problem. And if you have anything important, you can go and check that out. This I'll try to see if I could upload this recorded version in my YouTube channel, so you can come after and check. But yes, I'll analyze gold, and thank you very much. You're welcome. Are you guys seeing me? It's like I'm losing network. If you are not, I'm trying to connect. Are you guys getting me? If you can get me or see my chat, please write on the chat box, please. If you can get me or see my chat, please just say something on the chat box, please. It's like I'm losing network. If you can get me or hear me or see my chat, my screen, please write on the chat box. Drop something on the chat. Okay, thank you. Okay, okay, we're good. Okay, now, Great British Pound card. Very nice setup. This is what I like. This is what I'm saying. Next week is going to be massive for us, guys. There are a lot of nice setups in the market. Things I like seeing in the market. Because if you are just a trendline trader, right, you clearly see that this is a sell. But now you can't just jump and start selling now. It's like you'll be catching a knife, a falling knife, and you know it might hurt you. So what we do is, you see, there was a gap here created already. Okay, there was a gap here created. There was a gap here, and scaling down again to the smaller time frame, like 2 hour. So you see that we are having series price is now shooting to the upside. Okay, these lows have been taken out to tell you that what price will continue dropping down. Okay, so if I can take something like my fib and see this was my last high to this downside, to this one, you'll see that around here there's a gap here. You could sell from this 70, also this 59, but now since there's a break in the market, I want to see how the market will open. Like, the market might open and this continue dropping to the downside because of the tricks it often plays. Will come up here, but I want to see how the market will open and play around along here. So I go to the 1 hour time frame to see if I can see more opportunities. So you see clearly there is a zone here. There's a zone here. There's a gap here. This is a gap. This is a gap. And this is the last high. The last high, right, that happened before the break of the structure. So it's either here, if you don't want to consider the week, and when you are not considering the week, you see that price is at 79. But if you're considering the week too, if you're considering the week, you see that it's still around that zone. But what I want to do here is this: I want to start looking for selling opportunities here. So what I'll do is I will have my alert placed here. Because I'm using the pro version, I can set my alert on every trade. Why I'm not aware, the moment price tap into my zone, the moment price, for you using the free version, you can never have this unless you pay for it. I think it's like $14 per month. So now I want to check now, what is the stop loss level here? Is it around my level? It's a nice trade, but it's not my type of stop loss. But now what I'll do is risk management. Risk management. I want to look for possible good entries. So I want to see how the market will react here, but you have to be careful because price might still tap here, because sometimes these things play tricks. So if I'm taking this trade, I'll take like this. But now there are times I'll consider the stop loss, but this is a high probability trade, very very high probability trade. So I want to see what will happen here. The moment I see multiple rejections, something of this sort here, the moment I see multiple rejection, let me give something I can see something like, the moment I see something like this, the moment I see something like this here, I'll take that trade. Or I can see where to see something like this. When price tap here, I go to smart time to see something like this, take out a small low, and then I enter from here. But I don't like waiting that much, because there are times prices come and tap that zone and just start falling down. So I have a lot of reason, I have a lot of confidence to tell me that price will get up here. One, price have taken out that low and price going up now. And what can I see here? Prices have broken the trend line. See, trend line broken. Data is uptrend. So I expect this here. This is how I see it to work. Why am I having these breaks here? If you can look here, you see that I have something here. Hello, another one here again. You see, I expect price to take these highs, come and bust, take these highs with this, go up before dropping to the downside. And how many pips are we talking there? A lot of pips, guys. A nice treat to look out for next week. 250. See the risk reward is very nice. So now, so use this type of strategy the way we analyze and try on other stuff. Like I said, if you're new here, you don't know you want to join our community, the link will be below. If you're looking for a good broker where you can deposit with mobile money and withdraw instantly, even Bitcoin, the link will be below. And the link to the free community will be below because I will upload this on my YouTube channel. And if you're watching from the YouTube, you know the link, every link will be below, like in the description box. You have the link for the free group, link for the broker link to create your account with Xness, and link to my WhatsApp and my contacts and some details too. So that's that with the pound card. Um, Now we check on AUSD, then after Euro USD, and then we go to USD Swiss, and then we check gold, then last we close BTC, and then I take some questions from you guys. One day. Downtrend 2 on AUD USD. Downtrend 2 on AUD USD. What can we see here? We see that there was a low that was taken out here, and you see now price is giving us some sort of double tops here, respecting these highs. So we go to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame. Adjust the screen. Adjust the screen. Take away this. You see price came back here. Why price came back here? I think we sold this last week. We did sell 80 USD and make a lot of profit from it because this is where we got the trade. Here we sold from here. We took profit here. AUD USD and NZ USD, we make a lot of money from that trade. We did make a lot of money from that trade last week, and this is still a supply zone, so it might still respect because this was a result of the NFP on Friday. This strong buys here was a result of the NFP on Friday. So we scale down to 3-hour time frame. Now there is no, you see, price is breaking structure, break structure, and you see there was something like a zone here, and there was a gap that was left by price not filled. But see, in a 3-hour time frame the gap is down, but you go to the 4-hour time frame, you see the gap is a little bit above. You see, that's the gap on the 4-hour time frame. You see, the gap was never tapped. Sometimes price don't get to that zone, but you see, it forms something like, so what I'm seeing here is this something, some sort of a liquidity is being created here. Equal lows, okay, equal lows. So I've identified liquidity here, equal lows. So I want to see how the market will open, because remember we are still in a downtrend except this high is taken. So if the market open and we don't see this zone taken out, that means we expect to sell more. But it might take out the zone and come back to fill this gap to buy from here. So things we don't want to see in the market. So going back to our time frame. That's a very strong liquidity there here, and it must be taken out no matter what because the trend is down. So I should be looking for certain opportunities here. But But I'm not waiting for that. I have my alert waiting here. I want to see what price, how the market will open, and how the direction of the market when the market open. So I just have my alert here to notify me. So those are the pairs I have on my watch list come tomorrow. So we should be expecting what will happen to price when price get to this level, to price 0.665 here. You see the psychological level, round figure. So we have to be very careful there. So now let's check on USD card, USD Swiss, sorry. USD Swiss, USD Swiss, USD Swiss. One of my favorite pairs too. I like it because it moves the same with DXY. So we look at dollar, you see the same move. Look at dollar. You see dollar, right? See USD Swiss. You see 1 day time frame. Highs has been taken out, telling that price is about to continue pushing the upside. So you see why AUD USD is dropping, USD CHF is buying. So it kind of makes it kind of makes some sense there. Kind of makes some sense. What we are doing is this: we are doing top-down analysis. We take a currency, we go to the higher time frame like the 1 day, and you have to identify the type of trader that you are. Okay, you have to identify the type of trader that you are. If you're a day trader, a swing trader, a scalper, you have to identify and then you know how to trade. For me, I look at the higher time frame like 1 day as they're coming down, and my entries are based on the 30 minute, from 30 minute and 15 minute. That's where I want to take my entries because I'm looking for sniper entries right from smaller time frame because I'm an intraday trader, a trade session, and the type of most of the trade I trade are during the London session. I like the London session most because I don't have so much of fundamentals, and the pairs are always moving. I like the pound pairs much the move. But when it comes to New York session, there are so many fundamentals, there are so many news that sometimes it disrupt the market, and sometimes trade might start to trigger like uh, around 4 3 p.m. Cameroon time. So it makes me to stay in the market for so long. But if you are lucky with the London session around 12, you should be closing your trade already. Or you should start saying I'm done for the day. Okay, you can make 100 pips just in the London session, and you're okay. So if you have a target of pips you want to catch in a day, and be okay with that, and wait for the next day. So we had this breakout here, something like a fake breakout, but it's like a breakout USD Swiss. So that's the 1 day. So let's just go straight down to 2 hour time frame because we already know how the other time frames should look like. And there you see something here, 2 hour time frame. You see price came and tap a zone here, creating something like equal highs or double top but equal highs. So dropping back down to the downside massively. And if you want to do a trend, to do a cut, ignoring the week, you see that candle did close down here, and you see there was a bearish engulfing candle to tell you what price might drop, price might continue dropping. But that will only happen if these lows are taken out. You understand? So price might bounce from here, tap here before shifting back to the upside. But if you want to see what will happen with price when it gets to this level, so you just got to highlight that zone. You just need to highlight because looking, you see that gold, the dollar is trying to push to the upside in a higher time frame. So I want to see what will happen here because this whole zone on its own is in a strong resistance zone. You see, if you look left, if you go to the higher time like 4 hour, you see that this whole level here price have been rejecting, and you want to see something like an inverse head and shoulder. Like, can I take that instrument patterns, head and shoulder? We have the left shoulder here, we have the head, and that one they can have something here again. Like, so you see we might have something like this. So these are signs that the market might continue going to the upside. So you want to see patterns, you want to see confluence, you want to see demand zone, you want to see structural, you want to see directional bias in the market, you want to see liquidity being taken out, liquidity being created, zones being created, respecting of levels. So I am more bullish on the dollar. I expect dollar to buy more. So this should be, had it been the market was open already, I would have entered this trade here for a buy. But since the market is still on, I don't know. I'll buy here, stop loss just below here, then I target here. Why am I targeting here? Because you see there's a gap here. There's a gap here that price might come and fill before coming back to the downside. So price might come here, tap here, and drop to the downside. So I want to be very careful, because if you can do even your Fibonacci toe here, this high to this low, to this last low here, you see that that is a premium price. That's where a lot of sellers might enter the market. So you see, these are the kind of things you can learn in the academy and how to analyze. With the academy, you don't need to analyze this chart. Analyzing chart don't need to take you more than more than 2 minutes. 2 minutes you're done with the analysis, because you already know what you want to see. There are things you want to see, and you already know that I don't want to see this, I can see this here, and you have to know that. The moment you know that, it'll be easier for you. Forex is all about a psychology. All this technical analysis, these are just 1%. The real thing is your psychology, and when you hit that buy and sell button, once you understand how to identify all of these blocks, all of this stuff, you are ready to trade. But now the real psychology now comes. Now is you against you. You've entered a trade here. Are you comfortable? How are you along that moment? Like, how is your mind state within that period of time? Are you going to allow this trade hit TP, or when this trade is in losses or in drawdown, you go and rush and close? Can you allow your trade run till TP? Because a lot of traders, they can close early profit, but they can never close early losses. You can hold losses for a very long time, but you can't hold profit for a very long time. You can add into losing trade, but you can never add percent into winning trade. That has a lot to do with your psychology. So let's check on Euro, USD, and then we'll check on gold. Forex is you against you. You against you. This is 4 hour. Let's take 1 day and see. But this is the 4 hour time frame for Euro USD. So you see the NFP, this thick candle. I like when fundamentals come to the market, heavy news. They always leave behind some zones that price must come and tap no matter what. So you see that rising wager again here. See, you just need to, you can just, once you understand, guys, as you're a forex trader, things you need to do is you need to it's something like a falling wedge instead, not like a rising wedge. There's a rising wedge, yeah, rising wedge, because the continuation pattern. You're just telling me that this thing will drop further because the same thing over and over. As a forex trader, you need to always do analysis. You just need to open the chart, and it's easier for you to identify the direction of the market. And the reason why I think I'm getting better at this every day is because I'm always analyzing. I'm always studying the chart. So if you want to really get big in this, you need to put in the work. You really see the same thing. History always repeats itself. See the same thing over and over, over and over. So you see. So why not this one? But now, where can I enter the market? That should be your question. Massage. Okay, so 4 hour time frame. What can you see? What can you see? You see a trend? You see now 1 hour time frame, that is a wedge, rising wedge, but coming to a smaller time frame, you see something like a trend, higher highs, higher lows. Very nice market. Okay. So what am I seeing here? We have an uptrend in place. We have highs, lows, highs, lows. So where I'm expecting this guy to go to now. What we need to do is we just need to extend this guy to see. We just need to extend this guy to see that price might come and play here. Is there any gap left here? Was there a zone, a demand zone that was left here by price, and was it taken out? Let's see. There was a zone, there was a gap here, yes, there was a gap. And was it taken out? No, it was respected, telling you that what price is going to the upside. And what happened? It did. Now it's going to the upside. Technical analysis will always work no matter what. No matter what. Fundamentals might come and disturb, but the real move will always be technical analysis. Hi. And sometimes when you're blind, you blind yourself to these things, it will be difficult for you to see. You always see them after the real magic has happened. After the real magic has happened. So this demand zone, so we want to see if there was a supply zone. I want to see if there was a supply zone left behind. I want to see if there was a supply zone left behind. So we can take our Fibonacci tool here. Yeah, we see that price might come and turn here, but there's no imbalance zone left there. But we can't really see here at this time frame. So we go to 2 hour time frame. 2 hour time frame. Okay, you see price is struggling at that area, or which could change. So the market is not yet open. Okay, it's not the market is not yet open, so you just need to wait to see how what the market will do when it opens. So we have something like liquidity that might find itself creating here, like highs getting here, and there is no gap here. Let's go to 1 hour if we could see. No, nothing of that sort. So let's see if this level is taken out before we start looking for selling opportunities. There's no gap around here. No gap to say. Nothing for sure for us. See, no gap. So in this kind of scenario, where when you don't see what you want, it's either price get to this level. So don't force to sell this market, please. It's either price get here. So what you want to see here is this, something like this, and then you want to see a change of character, and you can come and enter now before you sell to the downside. So this is what I want to see here. Okay, this is what I want to see here. So I still see more buys because dollar two will drop, and when dollar two is dropping, euro USD should be coming up a little bit. I want to see more buys here. I don't what I want to see is this. So this move might happen tomorrow, or it might happen on Tuesday, but this is what I don't want to see here. Okay, I don't want to see this. The moment I see this change of character, I'll, I'll start looking for selling opportunities. Okay, so we check on USD card, and then we're gonna have to go USD card. Structures violated, zones taken out, not respected. So this was a zone here. I was expecting to sell from here. Price gave me that confirmation. Later push to the upside. That is why you need to have a stop loss, because nothing works 100%. You see, there was a gap here, and also there was a gap here. So you see, nothing worked 100%. So you see, plan A, plan B. There was a gap here. Okay, I was planning to sell here. Price gave me that confirmation to sell here, up to the downside. So you see that big bearish engulfing. So you see, price came and tapped here. So I always need to check if there's a gap above before you start selling. Sometimes you are being blind to the smaller time frame. You are blind to the smaller time frame. I sold here plan B. It refused. We sold this trade. You can go to the community. I send this trade to the community where I said we were selling USD card. I say we'll be selling USD card, small positions only. Let me see if I can see that. We saw USD card. I sent out the trade. I think that was Tuesday. Yeah, no, it should be what Thursday. Yeah. Anyways, it was Thursday. Okay, so that has happened. We move. No need to think of past glories. If you're coming in now, you just need to go and follow the whole thing on YouTube. Okay, so this is USD card 1 hour break of structure. Now you see there are gap. This is a gap here. There's a gap here. That price needs to fill this gap. The other break of structure. So, and of course, yes, gold is looking for to buy before drop to the downside. Euro USD is looking for to buy. USD is looking for to buy. But these are things we don't want to see. So we just need to wait once the market opens. Wait for that, because looking at this to the in a higher time frame, it is clearly on a downtrend. You see, price was ranging. Price was giving us, it was on an uptrend. It was of course an uptrend. There's a change of character. Okay, change of character. Price came back, tap into that zone before dropping. So you see that sales was here, very clear, because that gap that was to be filled here, that gap that was here for us to fill. So it's very clear, and it's telling us that the drop, there will be more drops in this. So it might come down right here. So we don't want to see, what we want to see is a retest this upside before they drop to the downside. So these are levels where we might have intervals in the market. So you see prices still playing along here. It could still take from here. This could be a fake out. Okay, it could still take from here and go back up, but now these lows have been taken out and it's telling us that, and we are seeing clear indication that this will drop to the downside. So you see levels that price might get to. This is the 4 hour time frame, remember. So that's how USD catch looking at. So let's check on gold, the last one before BTC. If you have any currency you want me to check, please just write down in the chat box. NFP, gold is in a strong buy. NFP was loud. NFP came out, it was a fake sell, and then later strong push to the upside. See, these lows have been respected. Nothing been taken out here. So you see signs of this pushing to the upside. Why USD card is giving us sign to drop. Let's check. USD card sign to drop. You see gold is giving us sign to push to the upside. Now we have some highs here that goes playing along. And what's the trend of gold? Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? You see it's in a downtrend. So let's go to 3 hour time frame to see. So we have something created here. There was a zone here. So We just want to see how the market will open first before drawing our conclusion. So we have the rejection here. Before you look for sell opportunity, this is what you want to see. Yeah. If this will happen, if this low has been taken out, this low has been taken out, you look for sell opportunities around here because a zone must be price must give sign for you to sell from here. You can sell to the downside and targeting this area because there's also a small something here like a gap. So this could act this region could act as a demand zone for gold to bounce to the upside, So watch out for gold here. Watch out to see something like this. But if in case this high is taken out, if you see some small push up here, expect a small retest back to the downside. Maybe tapping back in deep here before shooting to the upside. So you need to see, there are things you need to see here before you conclude in your direction of the market. There are things you need to see here. Okay. So you want to see what the market will react to this because now this whole area has been acting as a strong support. How that 1, 2, 3. So if this area has been taken out, we'll see how a little push to the upside before to expect to sell. Before we start looking for expectation to sell further. Because remember, the trend is down. The trend is a downtrend. It's a downtrend. So you have to be careful. Gold might come up here, play here, come back, take out, will come here, but dropping down. So you have to be careful. Just wait to see how the market opening will look like because this here, you see this? You see this? It can happen here. You see? See what I'm saying? Exactly what I'm saying. Break, touch, come down. So if I see this here, I'm selling gold, holding right down here. So that's that for gold. And the last one, I take some questions and answer, and then we're done for today because we're already 1 hour 30 minutes already. We started at 12:15. Now it's 12:30. It's 1:30. So let's check BTC now. BTC 1 day time frame. It's been creating some nice moves lately. So you can see it's a downtrend. We had that rising wage of which later came down. Price coming back to the test, drop. This level drop to the downside. Now where is price? Price, you're seeing something, some sort of a gap here. That's 1 day time frame. If you scale down to the 4 hour to see how is that gap looking like. You see where that gap is, we have multiple rejection at that level. A lot of sellers are interested in selling at that price, but that's why you need to scale to a smaller time frame. You see not much of a gap. You see the gap is getting smaller the lesser you go down. So we expect price. What you don't want to see here is this now. Another double top. All of this I'm seeing is because I'm seeing the kind of nature, the way price is moving. You see the way price is moving. That's why you see me, I'm doing something of that sort. Look at see double top, price coming back, test, come back. Let me erase this for you to come and see better. That man looking good in the same thing. So this is a zone. This is a zone. This is a zone that price want to see something of this sort price fighting here, and then you can sell BTC. You don't want to see this zone taken out. If you see multiple rejection here, and then you expect to sell BTC back down, back down, back down, back down, because the trend is still downtrend. You see, you had that expansion, rally drop, rally base drop, rally base drop, rally base drop. Another one forming here already. So say expect another drop here, but we want to see this highs taken out. So that is that. I have a request from Olive to check Euro Pound. Okay. Euro Pound. I have Euro Pound on my watch list. Okay, I have Euro Pound here. What are your expectation? What are you seeing on Euro Pound? If you can unmute yourself, because I believe you analyze. If you can unmute yourself, what are your expectation? Maybe you could share what you're seeing, or I should just carry on. What are you seeing? Like, what's your own view on it? If you can unmute yourself, or I should just carry along with the half an hour check. Okay. This is Euro Pound, and this is 1 day time frame. We see highs taken out, continuation pattern coming in the 1 day time frame. Price coming out to tap into that demand zone multiple times and respecting it and shooting back up to the upside. And we are seeing something here, some sort of a downtrend forming something of a like. What pattern is this? Let me see. It's a downtrend. Go to the 4 hour time frame. So I see Euro Pound dropping. I see Euro Pound dropping to the downside. So this level has been respected. Now it would drop, right? From what I'm seeing, it would drop because you see these highs has been taken out, even though it's kind of liquidity, but the highs has been taken out. We have a break of structure to the upside now, but now there is a demand zone here. Okay, there is a demand zone here. So I go to 2 hour time frame, trying to see it clear. There is a demand zone. So you see the market last week. This you see this gap. This was last week when the market opened. This always sometimes it's a gap. So you see the market came back, came down. It's going now back to that very zone, that very level. Unless for me to know whether this trend will continue coming down to the downside, I need to check what happened to the last high, to the last low. Was the last low taken out or was it respected? It was taken out. Respected but kind of taken out. So the trend will continue to come down according to what I'm seeing here. So we had that bounce, we just shoot back to the upside. Was this one taken out? Yes, the same thing here. So it tries to like confuses you. So what you don't want, since this is a 2 hour and you see price, let's go to the 1 hour and see if there's a gap that price left. Okay, see. Okay, so it depends now on how the market open. So you see price have gotten here, instead of price to go up, it's rejecting that level. I see a strong bearish engulfing candle here, so we expect price to come back here before dropping to the downside. So only if I'll be looking for selling opportunities. If I were you, I'll be looking for selling opportunities around here, but I want to see how the market will open. Of course, I want to see how the market will open. So you look for selling opportunities here, and let's see how your stop loss could be like, in case you want to check that out. Nice one, not up to 30 pips. So you have targets like this, target up to 150 pips. You have targets here, targets here, targets here. So now you just want to see how the market will open. So I'm thinking I'm done. If you have any questions, you can ask, or anything to say, just unmute yourself and ask. I think I'm done. We had 18 persons in the call. So uh, that is my view. That is my view on the market come today. So I'll stop sharing now. I'll stop sharing my screen and see if I can take some questions from you guys, or anything you want to know, and then for those who missed this, the link will be available in my YouTube channel. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. I can see your appreciation in the chat box. Thank you guys. So thank you very much. My view. I think we're done. We have no questions or anything to ask. Okay. That part has been played. Um, ah, thank you too. Thank you for attending. Thank you. Thank you. If you want to have, I think this class was open for everybody. If you want to join the community for Signals Monthly, you just need to inbox me. If you want to mentorship, if you already know how to trade, you want to learn my strategy on how to trade, need mentorship, all you need to do is inbox me. And if you're watching this from my YouTube channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to a loved one. And this will also help the channel to grow, and also help for us to expand and preach the forest gospel. Thank you guys very, very much for attending. If you have any unfinished